Hello there, friends. This is Mr. Matt, and it's time for another edition of Pop into Proverbs. Now, today, I'd like to start out by talking about a favorite game that I had when I was a kid. Maybe it's one of your favorite games too. The game was hide and seek. And when I played, I lived in a neighborhood that had lots and lots of kids. And it wasn't unusual for us after school to all get together and play a big game of hide and seek. Sometimes it was just tag, but usually it was hide and seek. And the way that we played is there was the person that was that was going to be looking for everyone. But we also had a base. And everyone would scatter and they would go hide. And after it had finished counting, then they would go out and they would start looking for you. If they saw you, you could try to run away from them and run to the base. And usually the base was this big old oak tree that was kind of in the middle of the area that we played in. And if you made it to the base, if you could put your hand on that tree, then you were considered safe, and the person that was chasing you missed their chance to get you. And then you just were at the base, and you would wait for other people to come and try to be safe too, and to see if you could survive. And we would have the base when we played hide and seek. We would also do it when we played tag. But we all knew that when we were playing a game, if you made it to base, you were safe and nothing could happen to you in the game. And that's sort of a lot like what happens with baseball or softball. Once you hit the ball, if you can run, if you can make it to the base, then you're safe and you're good to go and you can keep playing. So our proverb today sort of reminded me of all of those days of playing tag and all of those days where I would run to base where I could be safe. The proverb comes from Proverbs chapter 18, and we're looking at verse 10 today. And this is what verse 10 says. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Let me say that one again. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Now in the proverb, it talks about the righteous running toward this tower. And when we talk about the righteous in Proverbs, we're talking about people that are living the right way, people that are living in the way that God would like for them to. And we have this image of the name of the Lord is a fortified tower. It's sort of like, imagine a castle. And it's saying that the Lord is like a castle. And that when the people that are living the right way, when they're in need, when they're in trouble, when something's going on, they run back to that tower. They run back to God. And then when they get there, they're safe. Because let's face it, sometimes the world can be kind of scary. There are some, mean people that you might meet at school, and there are some things that happen that don't make us feel safe. But this proverb is reminding us that the name of the Lord, God, is there for us. And God is like a fortified tower when all of those bad things happen. And when we need him, we run back to God. And it's like running back to base. It's like being safe. I remember when I was little, one of the things was if I fell and I would scrape my knee, I would always go home and I would go find my mom, and my mom would help me clean it up and make sure it didn't get infected. And then she always would come around and she would give me a big hug and she would tell me that she loved me, and then she'd say, okay, go back out and play some more. So I have this image of God as this fortress, and when you run back to God, God's there, he'll make sure you're safe, and he'll put his arms around you and give you that hug too, to let you know that you're safe. So, Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. I hope that you can remember those words and remember them when you need them, when you're scared or you're having some sort of challenge or difficulty. And always remember to run back to the Lord. Go talk to the Lord, pray, ask God for help, ask God what you should do. And when you do that, You run to him and you are safe. That's all for now. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.